question. Do you pay attention to the drama with Lachlan and Todd Hutchins?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen something, but I have to imagine that is a Ryan Bowen production.
When I was doing all my research, when I came back into the sport, everything that I saw on Ryan Bowen's page was that him and Todd Hutchins are homies, and then they're tight.
Best.
So now I'm seeing all those drama, and I'm like, is it fake?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Okay, that's my thoughts. Because
Lachlan and Todd Hutchins are two of the nicest guys in the world. Yeah. That is some bullshit staged to get somebody to put up some money. So
okay, that was my thoughts. I'm calling. We keep it real here on this show, and I'm calling. Unlike my drama on Facebook with Justin Ballard and Corey Dupuis, that's real shit. 154 pounders. I'm confident against me as some amateur 154s. What's your shirt? Who you bringing?
Today's segment brought to you by the one and only Pat Nugent and Jon Nugent Heating and Air Conditioning. You remember I told you, if you put a couple $100 bills, you will immediately go to the front.
I'm calling bullshit. I feel like you have 15 shirts you've collected over the course, and you're just now bringing.
You know this guy. You remember eating dinner with the great Pat Nugent. Don't let me find out that you're sleeping on Pat. Pat said, Travis, the show's hot. Is that guy Gary we brought here? I said, that's him, sir. He said, I like you guys. Here's some money for you and Gary. I said, Gary don't need no money. He just does it for the love. Ask Karen Bean and Bill Collins.
Dude, you are high. I need money. I need money bad. Okay. Wow. Question. So when I posted a few chapters ago, I posted something where this is my cleaning house right here. Posted something a few chapters ago, and when you said RVJ is the best heavyweight, best middleweight in the world, or under 200 pounds, I was clearly sarcastic again. Clickbait, sarcastic. Once you hear it, he's basically saying, no, it's bullshit. And Todd Hutchins posted a vomit emoji.
Yeah.
Is that because he knows?
Well, we cleared that up. We cleared that up in the show, right?
Right, but Todd Hutchins didn't know that at the time.
Of course he didn't. Yeah.
And like I was saying yesterday's show, people are lazy and they're not going to bother. If you go ask her right now, they're like, Travis Bagent talking about RVJ is the best. It's like, dude, you didn't watch this stuff. So Todd Hutchins, again, to go back to what I was just talking about, please. Okay, here's how I describe this. I'm having a house party, okay? Everyone who's on this show today is at the house party. We are having a good time, but we know that the party we have enough room. Let's say it's in Hugh Hefner's mansion and we have enough food to feed 1,000 people, but there's only 20 of us here. And there's only one hot chick, and the music is banging, everything's popping. But we're like, there's not enough people at our party. So everyone on the show, you buy in. We're speaking to the choir. You're in on it. You know what we're trying to do is get more people to come to the party. Okay. You recognize, you out there, judgy, clickbait, police, you're in the party and you're saying, how come there's not more hot chicks in here? It's a sausage fest. There's too many guys. And why aren't there more people at the party? Okay, now you're getting pissed because I'm going outside and I'm telling people Beyonce is our halftime show. What if it's a total lie? If it got people to the party with more hot chicks so you could dance with them.
Yeah, only the hot chick should be upset. But the guys should not be upset. I agree.
Right. So you people who are watching the show, if I'm getting clickbaity, whatever, like, we're trying to fill the house up. We're trying to have a big party, and you will like the party when it's packed and it's banging. That's the point. I'm telling you, if you are on the Facebook messages, on Facebook, I've been posting the Armwrestling Ingen, Armwrestling Addicts, World Arm Wrestling Forum, and Arm Wrestling Discussion. You're in on the party. You're already in the party. Like I said before, we're fishing to get more people to the party. You should just let us experiment to see what works to get people to come into the party. That's it. Relax. We're not trying to trick you. Devin Laird is in on the joke. He knows Travis doesn't hate him. Relax. Relax, okay? Devin Laird has how many followers that just like Devin Laird but don't necessarily follow arm wrestling channels? What do we got to do to get them to realize there's more cool shit out there? It's okay. It's okay. Okay, end of story. Now, okay. You brought up Uncle Jon. You were on the show, and I kind of cut you off because I wasn't ready to talk about Uncle Jon yet. But I wanted to ask you, when we were talking, you were like 2 hours before, you're like, I'm tired. I don't feel like doing it. But I'm going to go ahead. You know, I said I would, so I'm going to. And when I was watching you, I mean, again, you brought your A game. Well done. Did you?
I scrambled. I had to do it at the gym, and I forgot all about the class enough that I scheduled a 7 to 8 o'clock class. So then he tells me at 8:15 we'll start going over the material. 8:45 we'll lock in the sound check. 9 o'clock, and I'm like, God dang, this is real shit going on here. And he gave me all the material beforehand, which I did not look at, but it was there. It was good.
Uncle Jon,
he was all over.
You expect pre-planning? Travis Bagent isn't ready for pre-planning. Yeah, you must know, Uncle Jon, that when this show started, Travis came on 4 seconds before, and we do mic check right at the beginning. That's pretty much, like, I'm impressed. Yeah. But you didn't look at the material. How much material did he give you?
I'll send it to you when the show's over.
Oh yeah, I want to see it.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, he's cool.
So you started off by saying some kind words about me.
I did.
Then you fired me by the end.
You know, shit happens. I'm emotional. That was a long ass time. I changed my mind 4 times about humanity in that time frame. Me and you lock in for about 45 minutes. This guy had me in there, I think maybe 2 hours.
Can I say something just for the people out there? I got into another Facebook argument with somebody, and they were saying that I'm basically spoiled because I have all these friends in high places and I have all this content and how lucky I am. And they're trying to create a channel out of nothing, and they have 7 subscribers or 90 subscribers, and how dare I don't know.
Clickbait.
Yeah. Well, in this situation, how dare I have ownership over my footage? Like, I just don't want you to copy my footage because, And he's like, well, I'm new and I'm not trying to do this for money. So why do you care? Anyways, they got all judgy about me and my position. And after watching Uncle Jon, I got to tell you, I recognize 100% that there's a million people better than me. And one person who's 100 times better than me is one Uncle Jon.
Really?
Dude.
I didn't feel that way at all. Yeah.
Dude, just his voice is so dreamy.
I got you.
I mean, it's like, dude, I don't have the voice for this.
Right.
I don't, unlike Uncle Jon, who's preparing and has like notes, I'm doing some notes, but it's very kindergarten. You know, no, not any real structure or plan. And I just want people to know out there that I recognize I'm just sort of lucky that I found arm wrestling when I did. I loved filming it. Brad Cook comes to mind. Brad Cook, the dude is like so good at editing. And I don't know why his channel doesn't have thousands more followers. Like, I recognize, like, that guy, he puts me to shame editing. Like, dude, I recognize that I'm just lucky and I can't help it. That the reason why I'm in front of the camera, the reason why I put myself in front of the camera is because I'm the most affordable dude there is. I work for free. I work overtime. I don't complain to myself. I am the cheapest talent there is. And I recognize, especially Uncle Jon, I recognize, dude, if I had money, if I had huge revenue, Uncle Jon would be running the show. I'd be like, Uncle Jon, you take care of the podcast. You awesome. But I don't have the revenue. So anyways, I just want people to know that I love that guy. I think he does an amazing job. And the whole bum stud segment was tits. And your responses were quite, I'm impressed. That's really good shit. You know that, right? Did you plan that out?
I did not.
You just come up with that off the top of your head?
Well, he didn't tell me the names. He just said bum versus stud. I don't think he sent me the names. Yeah, which, I mean, I feel like I've answered those questions, though.
Yeah.
There's like pretty normal people.
What was interesting is I liked that you had with Igor, I liked that you kind of switched it up. You're like, but I recognize that I could have been the bigger douche. Like, over the course of time,
yeah.
You're like, you took ownership of that.
I like that. And that's where that's where it really gets personal. When there's mutual disrespect, then there's oftentimes a continuation of things that can be said over a long period of time. So, it's all good. Igor, my relationship with Igor is pretty similar to any person who is trying to throw big arm wrestling promotions. And if you look, almost every other one of those people that are my enemies have had the same enemies, right? Like, you've heard Bill Collins at different times not agree with Leonard Denise. You have seen Igor Mazurenko not even getting kicked out of the Arnold Classic because he tried to take the tournament from Leonard Denise in the past. Karen Beans had, multiple problems with the USAA, and various situations have happened over the years with I understand it, right? Because that has a lot to do with competition. And, there's always feelings. And when you're trying to promote people and you're trying to get athletes to stick with you and your organization, there's always animosity. So I don't find it that hard to believe that me and Karen Bean have been in fights before and that we've been on the same team fighting against other people because they've been in the same arguments. I mean, Robert Drankin, Steve Kaplan, I'm pretty sure they never met each other. but they have a bitter rivalry.
Yeah.
Right. And it was total business. So why would anybody else have, be exempt?
I got another dilemma that I'd rather handle publicly than privately. I want to get your thoughts. What kind of relationship do you have with Coach Ray?
Coach who?
Coach Raymond. He's on the podcast with Neil. Coach Ray.
Coach Ray. Oh, I hung out with Ray 8 days in Moldova. Maybe, no, I shouldn't say that. 4 days in Moldova and maybe 5 days in Phoenix. So I think he's like a super duper nice guy and a super smart guy.
Okay. This is the end of an episode that I'm gonna tease for a second. But he sent me a Facebook message that I have not opened.
Okay.
And I'm scared to open it.
Oh, he doesn't like you?
I'll explain in the next segment. We'll be back in a second.
Ray. I like Coach Ray.
Hold on. Okay. I just got to reset the clock. So this has to do with you. You ready?
Oh, no. Let me hear it.
Okay. So, and I don't know. I'm going to explain. This is a tough one. There's a match. There's a video of you, the best of Travis Bagent or something. I can't remember. It's on Global Arm Wrestling.
Gotcha.
The Global Arm Wrestling channel did a video 1 year ago, and they used as an assortment of your matches. And one of the matches they used was you versus Christian Binney, left-handed, at the 2005 Riverboat Rumble. They took your video.
Easy work.
They took your video or your match off my video on RMTV. Yeah.
Those nasty Latvians, the sons of fucking Latvia.
So they
I'll guarantee you Giannis told him it was okay.
They took the footage without asking my permission.
Or mine.
Yeah.
Because at least I could have said, no, you got to hit my boy up. He don't play that shit.
So I scanned the internet because I have so much time on my hands, and because my footage has been stolen so often, I scanned the internet for my footage that's been used, and lo and behold, because I love Travis Bagent, I click on this video and I watch Travis, and I see my footage.
Blue shirt, blue Jordan shirt with the Bagent on the back.
Yeah. And
of course.
I go through the things, and within a week, that footage, that video, guess what happened to that video?
Got taken off the internet? You took it off the internet?
You got.
Oh,
and
I cannot say that I condone that type of behavior, Gary. Wow. Why not just a little, hey, bro, I'm back in the game. My investor said I need to protect myself from this shit. This is your one and only warning. Hope to meet you one day and get on the podcast. You didn't go that approach. You did not go that approach. Okay.
I don't.
You chose a different route. Okay. No problem.
So here's the thing. I don't know what that. I make a long story short. I get a message from Coach Ray, 10 days ago. And it says, hey, Gary, I work with some friends of mine over at Global R ... And I was like, oh, I didn't open it. I was too scared to open it. I don't know what it says yet. Then 3 days ago, it says he messaged again with just a period to like bring it back up, to bring it to life.
Of course. Did you get the message?
Yeah. And here's my thinking. I don't like that period of time, there was no cell phones. So that video is rare. And I don't like the idea. Once you copy it, then Joe copies it, then Bob copies it from Joe, and Tony copies it for Bob. And then next thing you know, there's 40 versions of it out there, and it no longer has value from the original source. So I was like, annoyed that they didn't ask. So I just flagged it. And the idea was, and they did it before. They took the John Brzenk Devin Larrett match. So that was like the second strike. Even though yours was older, I didn't see it until now. And the idea was, one, I just want people to know that my channel's off. Don't touch it. And I kind of do feel bad.
Duly noted.
Like Neil Pickup clearly has given everyone the rights to use the Arm Wars. Like he doesn't care. Use the Arm Wars footage. The stuff with Arm Wars, it's a 50 million places. And if you're Neil Pickup, that's good for your brand because everyone sees Arm Wars and they want to, it keeps Arm Wars so relevant. Alive, right?
Like it.
So but that footage, that's like a Leonard Denise tournament and it's my footage. And it does me no good to have my footage 50 different places. So it's kind of like I feel a tighter ownership.
I almost guarantee you that the message is going to be positive from Coach Ray.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's a good dude. He's not going to let you – he's not emotional like you. He's an intelligent person. He's not going to flip the fuck out. Yeah, let's crack that thing open. Crack that thing open. Let's see what's up. And I also do not feel like I don't think it's appropriate for me to call Ray Coach. Ray's just Ray to me. I don't know if he got somebody else calling him Coach. But I only call a couple people Coach.
I feel like his moniker online is just Coach Ray. Like that's what.
Not to me. To me, it was Mr. Ray. Mr. Ray.
So you're saying I should open up the message right now on our show?
Of course. Yeah, of course. I'm telling you right now. I guarantee you that he is super appropriate.
Yeah, I didn't know if I have a really good response for why I'm so tight with the footage. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to open up in a second, but I want to use another channel as an example. Armwrestling Noobs. Have you heard of them?
Never.
Never heard of Armwrestling Noobs?
Never.
The newer channel, and they're doing sort of like news of the week. And I take it from his voice that I love his voice. He's like of Indian background, but he has like, they have that sound. He has a sound where it's like, I kind of like his voice.
Yeah. I think I did see that.
Yeah. So yeah. I like him. I like his voice. I like what he's doing. And he's done a couple things on Gary Roberts. Maybe I like him because he's did an update on me being back in the sport. But he did an update on you. And again, he took footage. He took footage.
He gave you compliments first, then he cracked the footage.
Yeah, but guess whose footage he took?
He didn't take Schoolboys, did he? Schoolboy.
No, yours. He took your footage.
Oh, I'm cool with it.
No, he took you and Jerry Cataret.
You mean, but it was your footage or my footage?
Yeah, your match, my footage.
Oh, okay.
So
are they done?
So I'm watching it, and here's what I think upsets me. Watching his footage made me realize why I'm upset. Because if I were to allow you to use my footage in the way that Armwrestling Noobs is using it, you should tease the footage. You shouldn't show the money shots of Travis and Jerry.
So it's not as bad as they're using your footage. They're not properly using it like you would use it if you stole somebody's stuff. I got you.
Well, what I'm saying is...
They don't even know what they got. They don't even know what they got.
Okay. I have to go back. 2000, I can't remember what year Don Underwood beat Devin Larratt at the Arnold's, but it was a flash match.
2013. 2013.
Okay, 2013. It was a short match. It was a hit. Boom.
And then right after that, he lost to Ryan Espy. He fouled out.
Yeah.
Devin.
So that match
Got 4th place. Never has he finished higher than 4th place in the Arnold Classic. Yeah. Yet he claims to be the best arm wrestler in the world.
Yeah. So that match, ladies and gentlemen, that singular match, 4 seconds, is the entire reason Arm TV that day, $20 a month, 1 day's revenue, $2,000.
What does that mean?
That's Saturday. 2,000 divided by 20. What is it?
Or 500?
No, 100, dude. 100 members signed up that day to watch that 4 to 5 second match.
Well, I mean, they signed up.
No,
It
no. It was for that match. It was for that one match.
Oh, to see him lose.
To see Devin Larratt lose.
Because they had heard.
They had heard it.
He had lost. Makes sense. I like it.
That one match. Okay.
Awesome.
2000, the very next year at the Arnold's, bunch of cell phones uploading footage. Guess how many signups I had that weekend? The next year. Like nothing. Like
who was the winner? Who was the winner?
I don't know, but like maybe $100 I made that weekend. On my point is these people, when they talk about fair use in arm wrestling, it could be 1 second, but it's so valuable, that 1 second. And when you use all of the match and it's my match and you use all of it, then people don't want to come to my channel to watch it. So one, if it's a quick flash match, well, you can't use it. It's like there's not enough to use. The Jerry Caderet, there's 30 minutes of you guys arm wrestling and arguing. And if you want to talk about Jerry Caderet and Travis, you can use so much of that footage that would cause somebody to say, holy shit, I need to watch that. I need to go, where do I go to watch that? So if you're telling the news about Travis Bagent and you're going to use that footage, one, you need to ask permission. Armwrestling Noobs.
You got to ask permission.
But you should use a segment of the footage that causes somebody to want to go to the original source. And then down below, you say, here's Arm TV's link to the original source. That is how footage should be used. So anyways, let's open up the message from Coach Ray.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm scared.
Nah, man, Coach Ray's cool, man. He's an intelligent human being, man. He's all
I know,
good.
but I'm scared that he's never reached out to me. Raymond Lipens?
Yeah, great guy. Great guy.
Hey, Gary, this is Ray from Voice of Arm Wrestling. Guys from Golo Arm Wrestling with how we work together asked me to contact you. They asked, could you remove the copyright claims on the channel? If you see any of the videos that they have posted of anything from you and you want it removed, just let me know, and I will do it personally. On any of the compilation videos they have used in the past, your channel, they will remove it. It's usually guys just who love arm wrestling that make the videos, and they don't want to get channel strikes or deleted. They will remove everything. P.S. Love your stuff. Waiting on every video.
Boy, Coach Ray! What a beast.
But now I remember.
Yeah, you done shut down. You done shut down their damn YouTube channels, man. Come on, man. Stop doing that. Let them out of jail immediately.
Okay, do you know why I remember that? I remember there's something else about Coach Ray and his voice of arm wrestling that upset me. You ready?
I'm ready.
We hope you like the content. Thanks for stopping by. Please leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. Now click that little bell icon so you get notified. This was Gary Roberts and Travis Bagent live.
Damn it! Do something else. Don't ever say them two names to